So it's time for What Around Town. Okay, in about 8 minutes or so. And today's conversation, semi drama. Would you marry and stay with someone your family openly dislikes? Would you marry and stay with someone your family openly dislikes? Love versus family approval. Who wins when the heart and home collide? And if you are someone who, because of the age factor, of course, this is a mature radio station, so I speak to the Anthony Madenges who are seasoned players. So if you married someone that your family disapproved of, like, how's that panning out? How did that play out? Did the daggers finally, did they withdraw the daggers? Are they getting along fine? Would you not advise someone to follow suit? I can't wait. Please, let's have this conversation together. 071-901-2600. Call me up live in the studio or hit me up on the socials. Drop your 2 cents at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, you can send me a message, and the message is private on 40127. Stephen, Eminem's Mockingbird. You, Yolanda Mulo here. God, I'm in pain. As in, we just work, on radio. I remember my training, and I'll always be grateful to this man, even if at the time I just could not stand him. I just wished bad things on him all the time. But I just think about it, and I remember, like, my most recent training, and this Muzungu guy would be like, no one wants to listen to sad FM, which is the truth. Like, you're not coming here to tell people about your problems. You can every once in a while, but can you imagine every time you turned on the radio to Spice FM, oh, Elana is complaining about this health problem and another. You just be like, hey, I have enough on my plate as an adult. Next, you flip through to a channel that will lighten the mood and just a little ray of sunshine. But Ebu, sometimes just be kind to your radio presenter. Watu wanapitia huku chini, and then they come here, play you songs and laugh. Then kidogo. You remember when we had someone from our fraternity commit suicide? I get it. Because as a paid entertainer, your feelings are never considered. Yani, you just always push through no matter what you're going through. And sometimes we hide a lot from you. And today is that day that I just woke up. I just, like, one leg out of the bed, and the pain. I was like, wacha tuone. I hope we will manage. But yeah, sometimes it gets ngumu. So, but thank you so much for staying here, sticking around, and enjoying some light moments together. It's time for What Around Town. My name is Yolanda Mulo. What Around Town is our conversation of the day, and today, tagging at the heartstrings kidogo and drama all simultaneously. Would you marry and stay with someone your family openly disliked? Would you marry? And if you're married already, did you marry and stay with someone your family openly disliked? Love versus family approval. Who wins when the heart and home collide? Me, I always believe the house always wins. I know you're like, Yolanda, it's not a casino, but I just always say the house always wins. If it's a tug of war battle between you and your employer, the house always wins. If it's an issue between you and your significant other's family, the house always wins. I like the short form of things. I like abbreviations and hard full stops. So this is possibly a little sticky conversation. I say any conversation about money and love is just, just like landmines, just tiptoe, because someone's gonna get hurt. And this tug of war between heart and heritage is, especially when there's children involved. That's why it's so good to iron these things out way before the nuptials, way before going to the AG's office, doing traditional weddings, your nyombos and rurashios and ngasias and koitos, way in advance. And nikas. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Because on one hand, love is about two people building a life together. On the other hand, family can either be your greatest cheerleaders or your loudest critics. And that pressure isn't small. Because a decent woman will never have you, or a decent man will never have you pick between them and their family. I mean, this is my blood. You are a perfect stranger. I know we are trying to build something together, our own little unit, our separate unit. And then me and you now are also now solid and family. We have little ones. And the future, bright and hopeful, and eternity ahead of us. So that's also a family unit. But I'm like, don't knock where you came from. That's still your family. So it's really hard to ask someone to pick between their blood and love. And at the same time, I don't know if I would marry someone whose family disliked me. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot. Can you imagine what family holidays feel like? Well, are you choosing peace? And if it's okay to have some differences, but you can see things that are cellular deep. Yani cell level hatred. Yeah, bone marrow. And you're like, these guys are never going to warm up to my partner. Even if she dies on the cross and nailed there for the world's sins, they are not. There's no compromise. They are not trying to be empathetic of each other. They are not trying to make it work. They are not, the way you can just even try and pretend and be cordial. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. You're like, something's got to give. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm like, forever is a long time. Forever is a long time to just live with people who hate you. Live with people who dislike you. Forever is a long time. Sometimes I'm just like, if it's not working, before you invest too much, walk out of that door. Before you invest too much. Because now you're waiting, please, Jane, until you and Musa have 4 children. Then you're like, these guys are never going to like me. When you could see from the jump, this wasn't like a small beef. And let me tell you, the people who professionally hate women. You can marry someone and his mother decides she hates you for your existence. She hates how you breathe. So what are you going to do about it? Sisters, they hate you. You think Makawan is in love secretly with their brother. Hate you because you don't make the cut. We are not that family. And with your kind. They can hate you just. And I'm speaking as someone who has 2 sisters. Of course, we don't have a brother in my father's house. But if we did have a brother, my sisters and I we can be petty when we want to, but would we hate someone eternally because this is not what we had envisioned for our brother's significant other? My parents have never raised us to hate anyone. That would be our brother's problem. We'd say our part and be like, si tulikwambia, when this stranger would come if we had a brother, if this stranger would come to our house, Christmas, all those things, us guys will just be cordial. That's not your monkey. But there's people who show hatred. Speak to women out here. They can tell you. Speak to some men out here also. They'll tell you, there's nothing this man will ever do. Your family just hate him. Hate him. And I always say, don't add fuel to the fire. Every time you and your partner have a tiff, you must look for a neutral party. Stop going to your family to rant about your partner. Because if they had some, second thoughts, if they had some, the jury was out on this nigga. I knew he was a cheat from the jump. I knew. He goes to the toilet with his phone. Stop giving your family fodder and ammo to use against your partner or to justify their hatred for your partner. Right? And I keep saying, don't if you have issues in your relationship and that you need like a pro, pay for counseling. Go to a marriage counselor. Stop going to tell your mom. Stop going to tell your sisters. Stop going to tell your brother. Your brothers are going to beat your husband one day, eh? Stop it. Stop feeding the piranhas. Go to a professional because they don't have any emotional involvement they're not involved emotionally with your partner. They're just going to be rational, and when the domain is done, they'll move on to the next one. But your family, yeah, they'll keep a grudge from 1982. They're just there, just there, acting brand new, hitting the refresh button on the domains eternally. We don't like her because she did this in 1982. Get out. Jane, get out. Like, let go. Let go like your hairline has let go of your scalp. Can't wait to hear from you. 401. I don't know why when women are hateful. Hairline onge. What is hairline? Haipendangi watu. Haipendi chuki. The more a woman is salty and hateful, something about nywele. Inakata. Sakata. 401 40127 is the short code, or you can hit me up on the socials at SpiceFMKE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Call me up 0719-012-600. Would you marry and stay with someone your family openly dislikes? Where's the hair? Where is it? Surface, shower me with your love. It's a request from this hour. And the conversation went around town, but not yet. Sindio, tuendele tuzungumze. Love versus family approval. Who wins when the heart and home collide? Would you marry someone your family openly dislikes? I know people will just stamp and be like, yeah, I can't be told what to do. I'm talking about the harmony that comes after the nuptials. Bujiangalie we Musa. John, you have decided that you're going to do whatever you want. You are the boss of yourself. You're your own man. You can do what you want. Damn your family. Cindy, okay, so what's life like after that? Every interaction is going to feel like hugging a cactus. Every time they see each other, they're at it. They're at it. Jane, you've decided unapenda nini masako? Umemuoa, umependana. Forget what your parents have to say. Love wins. And all those insert romantic Mexican soap lines go in the middle. And then what happens? Now you can't go and visit your folks with your husband because they don't like him. What then happens? It's cute when you read fairy tales, storybooks, and they lived happily ever after. But when they hate each other, they don't. Period. They just do not. It's okay to have like some small little turbulence, but not flat out dislike and hate. Forever is a long time. Think about it. Forever. If you're marrying to Jaribu, sawa, but forever is a long time. To just live with people who hate each other and are just always bickering. Inachosha. Unafikiria Christmas. You just want to even write an email. My boss said I can't come. And it's Christmas. Tumenyimwa Christmas. SG, PLC, wote tumenyimwa Christmas. Na hujanyimwa Christmas. You just dread going there because you know the drama that, it comes with. Let's hear from you, some of your comments and what you had to say about it. On X, Anthony Madenge says, simple. If you are rich or wealthy, you can marry who you love and your family can only fume in futility. If you depend on your family, you marry whom they want. Upende, usipende. Steven says, love should always win, but in many circumstances, family wins. At the end of the day, you need to understand why your family disapproves before making the next decision. Family might make you a senior bachelor. It's famous. There's no one who makes the cut. Consider those ones who are the only boy. The mom thinks she birthed the second coming of the Messiah. Edwin, let me ask my producer. Unakwanga mvulana peke yako kwenyu? Oh, Bahati. I was going to say, stay away from my producer. The women in his life will not give you peace. Kwanza after Atia family has been trying for a boy. They have 7 girls. And then, lo and behold, the mother's heart came. A boy. We anakuanga obstacle course. Unasumbuliwangwa kidogo. We don't like how she coughs. She's not our class. Class 3. What are you talking about? What class? Let's check out Facebook and some of your comments there. Beth Murigu says, no, I wouldn't. She wouldn't marry and stay with someone her family openly disliked. No, I wouldn't, and neither would I get married to a guy whose family dislikes me. The fights are too much. High five yourself, sis. I agree. Too much drama. And for who? We deal with taxes na economy. Yeah, bottom up. Mary Jerry says, yes, that's my partner and they should get with the program. Yes, sis, you said it. Clock it. Takwa mnapigana Christmas zote, ngoja tuone. Drama. This one drama. Another message says, and this is from Theophilus Kipkoech, says, if the environment dislikes her, it means it would be difficult to be with her. Yeah. Umesikia meita familia yake environment. Ukiamba environment anamaanisha mamake. Kwanza the matriarch, she has said. Another message. Greetings. It ended up badly. Always take your family's cue and learn to backtrack when things turn sour. Okay. Good afternoon. Yolanda Nelson here says the house always wins. Period. Period. We listen to more of your comments and the conversation continues. 40127, send a message or a short message, please. And also you can write to us via our socials at SpiceFM KE on all the platforms or call live in the studio 0719012600. Still to come, Mariah Carey's Always Be My Baby, no matter who says.
I wouldn't. Because, you see, for parents, they've grown and they're a bit older, so I assume they know what I don't know yet, so I wouldn't.
First, let me tell you, there are those blessings that come from parents to do with marriage. But again, there are these societal things that can make even parents to dislike your partner. I think I can be torn in between if there are reasons, if they give me good reasons why they want me not to marry him. But if I find the reason not convincing, me, I'll marry my man.
I'd not date anyone that my family dislikes because I feel I know they have the best for me and they want the best for me. So if they dislike that person, they have a reason and that's not my best person.
I don't think I would. Yeah, because then again, I take whatever, they see so many things. We are in love, we can be dumb, we can be blind. But, your family has the best intentions. So they can see some character traits that you probably won't see when you're in that relationship. So yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I can't marry such a person because they won't be loving the family and there will be bad energy all time. Lakini mispangi kuolewa.
Okay, for me, I think I will never do that. Why? Because family comes first. And if my family dislikes someone I like, I think there is no reason of me liking her. So I can't do that.
Yes, I would. It's not about who they love, it's about who I love. If I love her, yes. If they don't love her, that's their own problem. I think it's something that I'll have to deal with by myself.
My question would be, are they the ones marrying? So, yeah, they're not the ones marrying, I'm the one. So they can keep their opinions.
Sugar and Spice on 94.4. Spice FM.
Officially lunchtime. In 3 minutes, unaweza kufungua lunchbox kwa ofisi, watu wanunuse kilo umebeba omena. Good Lord. So stand by for the news and then the other side of the clock, amazing jams. And if you loved The Tinder Swindler, you're going to love what we're spotlighting today and on Box Office. Alafu ni birthday nani? Hebu atuambie tumwimbie happy birthday. We can even send you cake. Promise it's not an emoji.